some JDM only colors from Megabass, some exciting new baits from Imakatsu, and new crankbait colors, plus the return of Fred from OSP. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackall, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this fine Sunday morning by my buddy Jeffrey the King. Jeff, happy Sunday, sir.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good.
You seem like you got some sleep today.
Slightly.
Would you like a little caffeine pick-me-up?
Caffeine?
Yeah, I mean,
what is that? Is that like a Monster?
Yeah.
It's an Orion.
It can do all of them. Look at that beautiful
sick-ass
can,
dude.
That's
what the hell?
Super dope can, right? So our buddy Bob Briggs hooked me up with some delicious Orion. So cheers, Bob. Thank you for the gift.
You know, I'm
going to
very surprised.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask for one.
Oh.
Yes, very surprised.
I'm very surprised that you haven't stacked up all the Orion cans you've drinking in the back.
I'm going to build a wall, Jeff.
Yeah, a dope
to keep
product
you
placement.
out. Keep all you non-beer drinkers away.
I see.
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. We're the Hookup Tackle USA. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We highlight new product drops, important restocks. We make fun of Jeff a little bit. We drink some delicious beer. I think that about sums it up, right?
Basically, yeah.
Let's dive into some product. A lot of stuff is starting to filter in. I'm pretty psyched for this fall. Usually, we get ICAST kind of midsummer, right? And that's kind of like the hype build, right? And over the last couple years, I would say the hype has been like way down here, right? There's like one or two things and everything else just kind of junk. This year, I feel like companies are really trying to be aggressive and they're starting to figure things out. So some really cool things are starting to trickle. So we've got some great weeks planned for you guys. I'm gonna dive into one of our favorite brands, and this is OSP. So big week this week in Blitz crankbaits from OSP. 3 different blitzes arrive in a bunch of colors that haven't been, plus some new colors. So I'm gonna start right here at the Blitz EX DR. This is one of our favorite crankbaits. It's a 53 millimeter, 12 gram crankbait. We see it in 2 brand new colors, this super dope matte bluegill, as well as this matte Funa color. Now, if you guys remember back to a couple weeks ago, I'm gonna take this out just so you can see each one of these colors. This color was debuted in the Blitz Max DR, sold out right away. And I would expect these to fly out of here again, but here's that beautiful chartreuse back bluegill. So super dope. I mean, perfect bluegill color. There's that guy, and then there's also matte Funa. We were throwing this just the other day. So kind of a matte carp pattern almost, or it could be a golden shiner, it could be just a shad with a little bit of body to it. So really dope. It's got that purple pearl belly and top. Great new colors. So those 2 arrive. We also see a bunch of Japan only colors that haven't been here in a while in this bait. So colors like matte Wakasagi, Dazzler Baby Gill, right? A lot of different chartreuses, real IU, real Wakasagi. So if you guys have been waiting on some of the harder to find colors, this is the week to scoop these up. These things never last, so if you've been waiting, definitely grab these from OSP, the Blitz EX DR, new colors, hard to get colors, those are in. All right, Jeff, and then we've got 2 other blitzes, the Rattling Blitz and the Rattling Blitz Max. both make huge returns plus new colors in these as well. So let's start right here with the Rattlin Blitz. The Rattlin Blitz is a 53 millimeter, 9.5 gram square bill. So the Blitz is, you know, OSP's main square bill. It's got that one internal rattle in it. Right, so you're gonna get that kind of one knocker, real loud sound as this thing's coming through the water. Super famous square bill. Everybody has this in their arsenal. It's great at deflecting off cover. It casts like a dream, even though it doesn't have a dedicated weight transfer system in it, because of how they shaped that bait. So those same two colors, the matte Funa, the chartreuse back Gill, those make a debut in this bait. And again, we also see some new colors drop in it that we haven't seen before. So browse through the colors. A lot of Japan only colors are available in this guy now. So while supplies last on that, the Tiny Blitz, those are available. And then we go to the Rattlin Blitz Max. So this is a 62 millimeter, 14 grams, so we're back to a ½ ounce. And then same thing, you got that one kind of, you know, one knock sound in there. So same two colors, the matte chartreuse Gill and the matte Funa are in that as well. We also see some really dope colors like Jade Shad Chartreuse Belly, some of the Gills. We see Impact White, right? So some awesome Japan only colors in that as well. So two square bills, one kind of, you know, mid to deep diver, available now from OSP. All right, also this week from OSP, we see a big restock in the ASura II, plus the brand new color of Numeri Shad. So Numeri Shad's a color that has been trickling through their hard bait lineup, debuted last year. It's been going through the crankbaits. Now we see it for the first time in the ASura. So the ASura is 92 millimeters, 8.4 grams. This is a great little jerkbait, super finessey. You can still throw this on casting gear or your spinning gear, either way. It's just a really good finesse option without downsizing to like a true trout size, like when you drop to the Durga. So if you guys are looking for a small jerkbait to keep over the grass, it's shallow water, a little higher in the column, it's super finessey. The ASura is a great one. Numeri Shad's obviously a super sexy color. So there you go. This week from OSP, those are available. And then we see the return of Fred. So our shop custom color, we call this Fred. It's green pumpkin with purple and copper flake in the OSP Dolive Beaver return. So both the 3.5 and the 4-inch size. If you guys are new to our shop, the OSP Dolive Beaver is one of our favorite baits. It was our #1 selling bait in the entire shop last year. It's just an amazing bait to throw on a free rig. You can flip it, you can pitch it, you can use it as a jig trailer. You can see how it moves. It has this like dolphin type kick as it falls, and then when there's no weight pulling it down, it falls horizontal just like a Senko type fall would. It just looks super natural. Fred is just a color combination that we've used in everything else forever since we've been fishing, and we thought it was needed in this bait. Definitely our best seller. It's a color that we all use. So if you guys have been waiting for Fred to return, those are back in both sizes. All right, Jeff, let's jump over to Megabass real quick. So it's kind of the end of a lot of brands' fiscal years in Japan, and they're kind of going through re-inventorying, finding things that they didn't know they had. So we've been paying a lot of attention, just kind of grabbing things as we found it, or as we find it. We found quite a few little niche-y, JDM only, Japan only offerings. So I'm gonna fly through these with you guys. If any of them speak to you, scoop them up because it's probably a one and done on a lot of these, okay? So let's start right here. X Nanahan Plus 2. This is a bait that we've spoken about a lot this year. We see a full return in all of the colors in this guy, including the two best-selling colors, GP Crystal Shad and GP Sparkle Viper. Okay, so all the colors are back. The baby perches are back. Kasumi Ito, all those are back. I'll open these up because it's been a while. Actually, they only made this once. So we only got these two colors in one time, so excited to get it back. So there is the GP Sparkle Viper. You can see it's got that kind of crack red on the back, and that kind of Morning Dawn pink on the sides. Probably the closest thing to a Morning Dawn 110 you're gonna get. If you guys aren't familiar with the X Nanahans, this is the 75 millimeter version. Let me spec out the weight for you guys. 1/4 ounce, right? And it's got the dual tungsten weight transfer system in it, so it casts like a dream. Designed to fish exactly like the original 110. So it's an amazing downsize option when you need it. And then there's the GP Crystal Shad, which of course has been a color in the 110 lineup for some time. It's just a really natural color when you need it. So all the colors in the X Nanahan Plus 2 are back while supplies last. We also found a handful of Japan-only colors in Pop X. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys love the Pop X, so we see a return of Cicada, GLX Edo Gill, GG Chartreuse Back Bass, and also VR. Okay, so 64 millimeters, 1/4 ounce, 4 Japan-only colors in the Pop X. Again, while supplies last, those are available. And then we found 2 Japan-only colors in the Pop Max. We see PM Setsuki Ayu, and we see PM Gill return. So if you guys are Pop Max collectors, or all you're seeing is the back, huh? I had to pick the one that was going to be a problem. There you go. So there's PM Gill. So if you guys have been waiting on just getting something different, a little different color in these guys, there's a couple for you that might be great for you. So while supplies last, those are available. All right, while we're on smaller jerk baits, we also see a big week in both core and Japan-only colors in the X80 Trick Darter. So I know a lot of you guys love throwing this thing this time of the year when the fish's aggressive behavior is up. This is a 3/8 ounce, 80 millimeter, but colors like M. Koayu, Wagino Kawa, Cosmic Shad, so on and so forth, those all return in that. We also found only one color, but hey, we'll take it in the X80 Jr, Wagin Oikawa. We found a little stash of those as well, so if you guys like throwing the small one, this is a 65 millimeter, 1/4 ounce, so you can see just a downsized version of the X80, so that is available as well. We also see a full restock in the Edo Vision 110 in all of the core colors across the line. So everything you guys have been waiting for, GG Trout OB, Killer Kawaguchi, all the matte finishes, so on and so forth, those all return as well. And then a handful of Japan-only colors in the Super Z3. So colors like Matte Tiger, Fine Art Shireo, Wagin Hasu, well, you saw it, HT Ito, Wakasagi, all those return this week as well from Megabass. All right, we've been getting a trickle of the Japan-only colors and sizes in the SV3 spinnerbaits, and this week we see the 1/2 ounce return in both the Double Willow and the Slow Roll. So a lot of these colors are Japan-only colors like Cotton Candy and Pearl Shad, so those return. The Slow Roll is a Japan-only offering, so you see, again, same colors, Cotton Candy, Pearl Shad, IU, all the key colors return in that. The difference between the Slow Roll and the Double Willow, Slow Roll is going to have that Colorado blade up top, so it just keeps it down a little bit deeper, just a little different vibration. So if you guys have been waiting on the 1/2 ounce size, those return this week as well. And then we see probably the last supply, the last restock of these probably for the year. Hopefully we'll see another one towards the end of the year, but if you guys missed out or just need to restock again on the Megabass Sleeper Gill, as of this moment, all the colors are back in stock. So colors have been hard to find, like Secret Gill and MB Gizzard, your perches, your chartreuses, your pinks, all of those return this week from Megabass. All right, Jeff, remember back to ICAST? First booth we went to was, well, it was actually Daiwa, but then we got detoured to Evergreen, right? And Brett was super stoked to show us that they were rolling out 4 new colors of jackhammers, right? Well, guess what? Today's the day. 4 new colors of jackhammers. These are the official release of the new colors. These are going to be available in 3/8 and 1/2 ounce. So both of those sizes are going to get these 4 colors. So first one up, you're looking at blueback herring. So blueback herring is just kind of a nice natural, it could be a gizzard shad, a herring, obviously. So a nice natural bait fish pattern. That is color number 1. Color number 2 is a color that I think was desperately needed. They're calling this dirty white. So it's essentially a white color with a gold blade. There's not very many gold blades in the jackhammer lineup. So it's a great one. It's got a little bit of that kind of darker shad skirt up top. So that'll be a sick one. This one, a lot of people were really excited about. probably one of the better bluegill colors that I've seen. This is Ghost Baby Gill. Okay, so Ghost Baby Gill is going to have kind of a black, it's not really a matte black, it's kind of a shiny black, almost a gunmetal blade, and then just a really transparent kind of natural bluegill coloration. All right, so that one's going to be sick. And then of course we all know how popular fire craw is, right? So now we have a fire craw with an orange blade. So the traditional fire craw has that black blade. Now you've got something with a little bit more pop. So you've got the same fire craw body, but it's going to have that orange kind of speckled blade on the front. So 4 new colors from Evergreen in the jackhammer available now. All right, you guys know that our friends over at Working Class Zero, we love supporting them. Amazing baits. We still have a handful left of the Spectator and 7-inch. This is probably going to be the last of it. So if you guys missed out, we got a pretty big shipment in last week. So if you're waiting on any, this would be the week to grab this. A really dope natural color. It could be a baby crappie, it could be a gizzard shad, anything like that. They also have some new releases this week. They have 3 new hats. Okay, so I'm gonna show these to you. I freaking love these hats. I wish I had a little head like Jeff. These are gonna be perfect for you little-headed people, Jeff. So you've got the traditional kind of trucker style. I think this one is super sick. It's like a canvas hat with the trophy mark sticker, and of course, like all things Working Class Zero, it's super tagged in it, Pursuit of Giants on the back. Does that fit you? I'm just curious. And then you have this nice kind of canvas ripstop. So if you have a smaller head and you're cool, any of these would probably be great options. Unfortunately, if you have a big head like me and you're old, none of these are great options. Wait, let me show you what I'm talking about. Dude, I tried. I really tried to make this work.
Well, what I think
Should I wear this for the rest of the show?
I think it is that you have so much long, luscious hair.
It is pretty luscious right now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it should go with this kind of dirtbag skater vibe,
I mean, you look homeless.
I mean, oh, I do?
Yeah.
Then I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
I'll probably just keep this on for the rest of the episode. While we are on Working Class Zero, we also see a return in the Working Class Zero DRT collab soft plastic baits. This is the Joy Thief color. So we get those back in the Cramp Shad, which is a super dope paddle tail. Griff, you love the Cramp Shad.
It's pretty dope.
I watched you break off a big one on the Cramp Shad.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was a sad moment. But it's a super dope bait. You can throw it on a little ball head. Great biwa rig bait. And then also the VTS return in both the 5-inch and the 7-inch. So great fluke style bait. You can also just burn it like a skinny dipper or fish it like a paddle tail. So a lot of flexibility, a lot of things you can do with this bait. So you can look sick in the dope hats, right? You can get the soft plastic. Why are you raising your eyebrow like that, Jeff? Anyways, all available this week from Working Class Zero. All right, let's jump over to Imakatsu, Jeff. A big week from Imakatsu. Not super deep, but the stuff that's in is super sick. So I'm excited for you guys to finally be able to get your hands on some of these things. So some are new, some are things we've been trying to get for a long time that they finally remade. So let's start here with something new. This is the Imakatsu Aventa Crawler Vazelle. Okay, so you're familiar with the Aventa Crawler, of course. We've been talking about crawlers a lot. Aventa Crawler's, you know, probably the industry standard of crawler.
Yeah.
I would say. It's a big crawler, super famous. This is going to be the real downsize version, 80 millimeters, 6.6 grams. So it's a really finesse size. Let me take it out and I'll show it to you guys. This is going to be a really cool one. I think you guys are going to be able to get bites on this where you haven't been able to get bites on full-size crawlers or other style topwater baits. All right, so here you go. The Aventa Crawler Vazelle. So you see it's got these kind of hard plastic fins that come down. They went with this plastic so they have a little bit of flex so that you're going to get a lot of durability and life out of those. You see it's a little flatter shape. It has that same kind of, you know, bend that the Aventa Crawler has, but it's more of a very natural, realistic profile there that the fish are seeing. Just a super dope bait. Griff, I know you've been messing with this a lot this week. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's dope.
It's pretty cool.
It's gonna catch a shit ton of fish.
Yeah, guys are really gonna catch a lot on this. So it's available, I think, in like 10 or 12 colors. Not super deep in a lot of the colors. So if it speaks to you, I definitely scoop them up while you can scoop them up. But there you go. There's a brand new offering from Imakatsu, the Aventa Crawler Vazelle. All right, another new bait for us. This is one that we've actually been trying to grab a pretty good supply of for a couple of years. This is the Imakatsu Metal Mouse. Now, this guy is a 15 grams, so it's just over ½ ounce. This is a super sick little dude. And there's all kinds of colors, right? So you can get them like kind of rat colors. There's whites, there's blacks, there's shads. Let me show this to you guys. All right, guys, so here's a look at the Imakatsu Metal Mouse. Now, it's designed to look like a mouse. You can see it's got these kind of metal, let's just call them face lips, I guess. I'm not sure. I think that's the technical term, face lips. It has one loud knock in it, right? And it will come with 2 tails. So you can rig it like this, or fish it right out of the package like this. It's gonna come with a feathered treble on the back. Or you can remove the feathered treble and add the tail to have more of a true mouse look. Now, unlike a traditional rat, like a PB rat or something like that, this bait is designed as a walking bait. So this is one that you're going to mix in to your walking bait arsenal. It just has a sound and a look. It's totally unique. With that tail on it, it looks unbelievable in the water. I'm super psyched for you guys to get it. So there's a look. Take a look at them. There's a bunch of super dope colors. That is the Imakatsu Metal Mouse. Those are available now. All right, Jeff. This used to be your speed, swim bait stuff. Remember when you used to be into that before the bugs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So pretty excited to get some of these guys back. The Imakatsu Baby Bassroid returns in some really key colors. These are 112 millimeters, 22 grams. You're sitting right at that 3/4 ounce mark. This is just a super sick bait. All of the Bassroid and replicators and all that from Imakatsu are just really versatile swim baits. You can crank them down, you can wake them, you can walk them. They all come with extra tails. They're all customizable to where you can add different weights to them and have different sink rates. So if you guys have been waiting on any of those to return, those are all in stock now. And then we also see a brand new addition to the Imakatsu line. This is the Imakatsu Dilemma Popper. So this is a 4 gram, this is a really small, lightweight pencil popper. This should fit in perfectly to you guys that are throwing things like the Megabass Karashi, a Sammy 65. Maybe you're missing that like Gunfish 75, right? That we all used to throw when we needed something downsized. This one's gonna be super sick. Let me take this out and I'll show this to you. It has an amazing movement to it, just like you would expect with a pencil popper style bait. So if you think of like a shower blows, right? Something like that, it's going to have a very similar movement, but in a really small finesse size. So more than likely a spinning rod, or some kind of bait finesse rod, obviously, because you're hovering in that 3/16 of an ounce range, but some incredibly natural colors when the fish get real picky. This one's gonna catch a ton of fish. So it's available in 6 colors. All right, I'm just gonna kind of show them to you so you get a feel, and you can, of course, check them out online as well. There's some little baby basses, there's some shads, there's even a little kind of cool shrimp pattern. So the Dilemma Popper from Imakatsu, those are available now. All right, Jeff, we see a restock plus a new size in our best-selling Imakatsu crankbait / wake bait. This is the Imakatsu Waddlebats. Now, this is 5.6 centimeters, 10.5 grams, a floating bait. This one is super sick. It's going to be available in 6 colors. So we see it in the Waddlebats. Now, let me take one out. Let me show it to you. So if you don't remember, last time we had these in, they flew out of here. This bait has this really unique blade on the back of it. Griff, do you throw the Waddlebats?
Yes.
It's a pretty dope bait.
It's sick.
Yeah. So I know you're a huge like gong fan and that kind of stuff. How does this fit into your lineup?
So it's almost just like a little small gong. Move it really slow on the top of the surface so you can crank it down.
Yeah. It's got a lot of versatility to it. So a really dope one if you guys are looking for a unique kind of topwater slash wake bait slash, you know, 1 foot or shallower diver. This is a great one. That blade just creates a super unique look and sound. So 6 colors in that guy. We also see it for the first time drop in the Imakatsu Little Bats. Okay, so this is a 4 centimeter, 5 gram. Okay, so now you're just under 1/4 ounce, and I'll show you the colors. Same 6 colors in both baits arrive. So if you guys are looking for something super dope, this is gonna be a really fun BFS size right here. I think you guys are gonna absolutely destroy them on this thing. So little ponds, little water, you'll smoke it. So from Imakatsu, new this week, those are available now. All right, Jeff, I was gonna actually end Imakatsu there as I was ordering. But then I saw this little like shining star off in the corner. I'm like, oh, what is that?
Shining star?
I'm like, Jeff,
A new big swim bait.
Jeff is going to love that. I have no idea what these things do, but this is all for you, my friend. The Imakatsu Pellet Bug, available now. This is actually the first time I've seen them out of the package. Oh, I'm sorry. You were saying?
I was just going to say, how many more bug baits are these people gonna make?
Well, as long as you keep buying them out,
Yeah.
they're gonna keep making them,
I
Jeff.
see.
Yeah. So here's what's dope about this thing. I know you're looking at this and you're like, ah, dude, it's a 2-inch, and
What's dope?
there's a lot of things that are super sick about this, Jeff. I know you're more of a big bug bait fan, so what's cool is that there's a 4-inch version too. Yeah, so there's 2. So now you have your option of little bug or big ass bug. Should we take a big ass bug out and take a look at it? Let's see what it actually does. I just saw that it was a bug, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm getting those for Jeff. So each pellet bug, Jeff, as you would want them, comes individually packaged. So there's an excessive amount of plastic per package here from Imakatsu. Very Japanese, obviously.
To the T.
Yeah, we'll just, hopefully everybody just throws it straight to the ocean, right?
Right into the heel.
Yeah. Oh, that actually feels pretty sick. Oh, dude, here, feel it. You take your own bug.
Yeah, it feels like a normal bug, dude. What are you talking about?
It felt good.
I literally don't understand what you're on about.
It feels nice. Feels nice, everybody. So there you go. You've got this nice ribbed body, right? And that's going to give that nice bug flexibility.
The fuck it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is, Jeff. And then you've got all these tentacles, right? And legs, all the buggy stuff. So it's just going to...
Yeah?
I would imagine it's going to quiver.
Is it a floater?
Can we throw it in the tank so we can see if it floats or sinks?
Christ.
It's one of those two. It either floats or sinks. After you guys see it in the tank, if it speaks to you, I would scoop it up. That is the brand new pellet bug. Jeff, I think it's available in 34 colors.
What did you
each
just
size.
say?
I just seen if you were paying attention.
Huh?
I think it's 6 colors or 5 colors. Relax, dude. I didn't go crazy. But, dude, a lot of guys jack them on bug bait.
Oh,
so
do they?
If that's you, this is a great option. Pellet bug from Imakatsu, available now. Which color are you going to buy first, Jeff? All right, while we're on tiny little things, new finesse jig from Imakatsu. This is the Imakatsu Abe Rubber. Jeff, you're shaking your head. In excitement, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, because everybody here at the shop does finesse jigs.
Finesse jigs are awesome.
They're, well, this style of finesse jigs. You know what I mean? The ones that you throw over a branch and you
shake so it looks
shake
like a bug.
For 30 minutes.
Right. I would, if I was to use this, I'd probably put one of those bugs. What was the name of that bug again? Pellet bug. I'd probably put a pellet bug on the back as a trailer. So there you guys go. 2 sizes, 1.8 gram and 3.5 gram. There's 10 colors. Super dope little jig. Let me take one out. So there you go. Oh, does it look different than what you expected it to look like, Jeff?
No, I knew exactly what that was going to be.
Little tungsten head. It's real thick. It's kind of moppy. So I think it might be a cool little finesse jig. A lot of guys actually do throw finesse jigs, Jeff. One of our better sellers here. I know, Mr. Big Swim Bait Guy, this doesn't make any sense to you, but a lot of people like to have fun and catch them, right? So there you guys go. Might be a really great option for you if you are into this kind of thing. Those are available now from Imakatsu. All right, Jeff. Okay. I get it. Some things that you're actually is this more your speed?
I mean, something cool.
More your lane? Okay. So If you want to
Look
throw
at that thing.
a big bait that
Sick.
you're not going to catch anything on, right? Here you go.
That
There's
thing is
some
sick.
really cool options. The Jackall Dao Swimmers return in a handful of colors. This is the 220 slow float version. There's a bunch of really cool colors. So I think the last time we had these, they were just in saltwater colors. I think we were just talking. Now we've got some really dope, I think 5 super cool freshwater colors. Those are all pretty sick. Okay, so this is a 3-segment glide bait. Oh, does it have specs? Yeah, 220 millimeters, 3.6 ounce slow float. Would you follow up like a something that's following the pellet bug? Would you use this as like a follow-up?
If they're following the pellet bug,
Yeah.
there's something horribly wrong. And I'm getting off the lake.
And you're just going home?
just
It's like
going home.
end of days,
Yeah,
right?
no, that's the end of it.
All right, so if you want the opposite of the bug, this would be a good option. So 5 super sick colors from Jackall. Those are available now. We also grabbed a couple of colors in the 180. These will start trickling through a little bit faster, but there's a look at a couple of the colors in the 180 version as well. If that speaks to you more, it's a 2-ounce version, so 180 millimeters, 2 ounce. Those are also available from Jackall this week. We also see some restock in a really cool wake bait. We brought this out maybe a year or so ago. They don't make them very often, so we don't see this come through that often, but the blast bone in a couple of super dope colors, those also return this week from Jackall Japan. All right, more things that Jeff is into. We see a couple new colors in PB Rats arrive. So these are gonna be both in the 2-piece and the 3-piece. We are calling this, I don't remember what we called this, black, I think. But, so we've had a black charcoal in the past. This is, if I can get it out. This is like a solid black. So it's like a really deep, dark black color. So if you guys want something just more true black, there is just a touch of like a lighter black almost. So it's got a little bit of swirlish color still to it, but really just a solid black color. So again, the 2-piece and the 3-piece. Jeff, your favorite rat?
Yeah, it's the only rat that I fish.
Yeah, so super popular one around here. Everybody here uses it. So that is available again, 2-piece and 3-piece. This is the other new color, and we're calling this Mystery Camo. Okay, so it's basically like a brown, cream, tan, green kind of color. The reason why we are calling it mystery is because depending on the bait, some have a lot of green, some have very little green, some have a lot of brown, some have more. It's a blending of a plethora of colors, and depending on the bait, you're gonna get different swirl patterns. So if you bought 5 of these, all 5 are going to look different. Okay, so that's the mystery. It's a mystery. You get what you get. Okay, so here's a look at the color. Really cool color. I like these darker, more natural kind of tones. So there you go. 2 new colors in the PB Rat, both 3-piece and 2-piece. Those are available now. All right, and finally, Jeff, one more thing that you're into. You ready?
I'm here for it.
Drugs.
Don't laugh at that. It's a problem I have.
So, brand new brand in Japan, Sunny Bros. They are starting to trickle out some product. Figure, let's bring it out. Let's see if any of you guys have success with it. We're seeing it pop up in all the stores in Japan, so a lot of guys are utilizing it. It's all made in Japan, soft plastics. This is a look at the Sunny Bros drug stick. So it looks a lot like a Rain's bubbly shaker, right? But it's a little bit different profile. It's a little bit flatter through the top, and it has some different, it's got some different curves to it, Jeff. So, do you want to touch it? Doesn't, it's got a little scent.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Not sure exactly what that scent is. It definitely has something on it. It's not overpowering like what a Rain's would be, but this guy is designed to fish on a drop shot or on a Texas rig. You can see the front part of the bait is a little bit more rigid, so you're gonna get a little bit more life out of the back side of it. So this is available in 3 colors, Jeff, 4.7, 3.8, and a little 2.8 size there as well. So you got some different options, different colors. It's basically, it must just be like crack to them, right? Thus the name Drug Stick, right? So, and don't worry, Jeff, just in case sticks aren't your thing, you know, I know drugs are your thing, obviously, and whips are also your thing, right? Gotta have that cool whip. So drug whips, these are also, that's not a drug whip. Drug whip are also available. So this is going to have that same kind of ribbed body, but then almost like a TK Twister style claw coming off of it. Okay, so you could use this as a punch bait, as a text rig, as a jig trailer. It's a pretty solid, pretty hard plastic there, so you're gonna get a lot of durability. You wanna see how hard that is. You wanna play with my drug whip. Okay, so these are gonna be available in a bunch of colors. I think like 12 colors in each of these. So those are new this week. Brand new company from Japan, that is Sunny Bros. Sunny Bros also has a craw. A little disappointed this wasn't the Drug Hog, but Knuckle Hog 3.2. So again, a bunch of colors available in this guy. This guy kind of reminds me of a, I don't know, it's kind of a blending of like a bottom up type claw and like a ring craw. It's just a little bit of everything to it. So again, just a little bit of a different look there as the thing moves through the water. And again, this size, it could be a free rig bait, drop shot, little finesse jig trailer. So again, I think it's about 10 or 12 colors in that guy as well. That is the Knuckle Hog 3.2 from Sunny Bros. All right, Jeff, let's jump over and talk Sims, the Hookup Tackle collab merch for a minute. So these are two things that are near and dear to your heart. Sims, of course, the Hookup Tackle, of course. Don't look at me like that. Look, half of this episode is for you, okay? Most viewers have already turned off. Once you didn't drink beer, they're like, eh.
Oh,
Once again, a whole other thing of the same. Jeff not drinking.
What do you have there?
This is a Sims CX Hoodie. So brand new hoodie from Sims. Have you got one of these yet?
I have a prototype, yeah.
Is this what the prototype material was? It's a really unique material, right? It feels almost like a wool. Feels really nice to hand. So all of these are gonna come, obviously, with the Sims logo on the pocket and then the Hookup Tackle logo on the opposite chest. So two colors in this. There's the dark gray with the camo, and then there is the lighter sterling color right there. So two options. These are gonna be great. They're really quick at getting moisture off of you. So if you guys are looking for a pretty good layer to wear underneath your rain gear, whether it's Pro Dry or CX, this would be a fantastic one. You can wear a sun shirt like this, put this over it, and then use your rain gear if you need as you're driving across the lake for wind protection or any of that. So the Sims CX Hoodie, available now. All right, my favorite hoodie for our climate. This is the Flyweight Access Hoodie, also available as Hookup Tackle Sims collab. So there's two colors in this. There is the black and there is the green. Now, one of the things that I love about this material is the outer shell is a wind resistant, almost like soft shell, real like a nylon type material. And inside is this waffle gridded fleece. So this is a great one when it's just a touch too cold to be in a t-shirt or, you know, a lightweight shirt, but it's too warm still to be in like a full-blown hoodie, right? So that happens to us all the time, where it's just beautiful 80-degree day, but you get up first thing in the morning, it's like 60, and it's like, it's just a little bit cold. This is a jacket that I use all the time. It's perfect for that. So if it speaks to you, if that's your lane weather-wise, this is a great one. It also, because of its build and because it's flyweight, it collapses into basically nothing. I mean, you can pack this thing into almost a pocket. So it's an easy one just to store, to travel with, throw in a backpack. It's a great jacket. So those are available now. All right, and while we're talking about CX gear, Jeff, both CX jackets and CX bibs are also now going to come with the Hookup Tackle logos on them. So the bibs we're doing just above the left knee. And then both jackets in the camo and the black are going to have the logo on the right chest. Okay, so CX, this is the rain gear you use. Yep, this is rain gear that all of us have switched to. If you guys are just in super, super nasty conditions, nothing's ever gonna beat Pro Dry. Pro Dry is still the best, right? And there's a reason why it's a $1,200 set of rain gear. CX is a little bit more, hard to say fashion forward when we're talking about rain gear, but it's just a little bit, it's got a little bit more flex to it. It stretches a little bit more comfortable. So it looks a little bit nicer, and it's a lot more comfortable to wear all day just because it moves with your body so easily. So if you guys are looking for a new set, this would be a great option. Now you've got the Hookup Collab available now from Simms. All right, Jeff, let's fly through some Ryugi. Huge restock from Ryugi this week. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for some of this stuff to come back. There's also a new product from them as well that we're really excited about. So thank you for your patience. If you guys have been waiting on any of the free rig type stuff, the DS Delta weights are back in all sizes. So those all return. We also see the Black Beans Sinker return in all sizes. So both of these are staples for us, for free rig, Texas rig, that kind of stuff. We also see the Tungsten football head jig return. So this is the football head that you can add any hook to that you want. Essentially makes it kind of like a switch head or a biffle head style, but those all return this week from Ryugi as well. We also see a full restock in their hooks. So, you know, quads return, the Pierce Brutals return. They make some great sizes for swim baits and some larger hard baits. We also see the regular Pierce trebles, so for your jerk baits, your crank baits. We also see the feathered versions, down that one goes, but the feathered versions are in as well. All of the normal hooks are back. So we see like the hover shots return. There's that guy. Fog shot returns. There's a great nose hook drop shot. Of course, the Infinity hooks in all the sizes. This is our main hook that we use for free rig and Texas rig. The double edge is a great worm hook. The little Hobbit, if you guys need some downsized stuff, the Limits. So all of those return this week from Ryugi. We also add 2 new products from Ryugi this week. A lot of you guys have been asking us to expand our Snap selection. And so we have, listen, this is the new Ryugi R Snap. So this is a great one that very easily just twists open. You just twist it, add your bait back, twist it back, close, and it locks in place. So gone are having to open it, flex it, put it in, reclose it. So it eliminates a lot of that wire twist and bending. So it should, in theory, give you a lot more strength. So these are gonna be available from a size 0 to a size 3. Those are available now. And then the thing that we've been waiting on for like 6 months since they've teased this, the Ryugi Glide Hanger is now available. So this is a really cool bait. I know a lot of you guys follow Ryugi Japan and have been chomping at the bit for this. These are gonna be available in a size small, medium, and a large. So let me show this to you guys. Essentially the Glide Hanger, this is designed, you can see it's just a little piece of metal here, right? But this front part goes on your line and the back part clips on your hook. And it's designed to create what's known as a glide rig. So it's very similar to like a Jika rig or a jig rig. There you go. So you can see when it's actually attached to the hook, this is how it's going to sit. Okay, so you can see it kind of free slides right there on the hook. So of course you're going to put your bait right here. Now, this unsnaps off the hook like that. You can rig the bait, and then to here you add whatever weight you want to add. Okay, so you can add different shapes, you can add different weights. So let me just grab one of these free rig weights, this DS Delta weight. Okay, this literally just clips on to this, and then we slide it back. Maybe I shouldn't have drank so much beer before doing this. All right, and now you have your weight on there. Okay, so essentially what this does, it gives you a jig rig, Jika rig type offering, but because it has this little bit of a movement and that weight's allowed to slide, it's going to shift the movement of the bait. So when it lands, the bait kind of slides. As it moves, the weight kind of slides. It's just creating these little shifts in that soft plastic down there. The other thing it's doing is it's giving you the flexibility of being able to change the style of weight and the weight of the weight as you need. So maybe you start with a quarter, and you're like, man, I need it to be a little heavier. You literally just unclip it, clip that weight off, put a 3/8 or ½ ounce on, and then you're in action, right? So it gives you a lot of flexibility and makes it simple. So there you go, the Glide Hanger from Ryugi. Those are available now. We got some OSP Rod Covers back in stock as well. This is something that we brought in kind of as an experiment. We didn't realize how cool they were until we got them in and actually started using them, and we blew out of them really fast. These are available in 3 colors. There's a black, a red, and a blue. Essentially, this is what you're doing. If you guys are shore fishing, or if you are a non-boater, or you are transporting rods anywhere, like I have like 9 million rods in my car at all times, right? And then you need to grab one and it's just a clusterfuck. This allows you to put the sleeve on the rods and keep everything together like this. It's just a really great way to transport them. It protects them. I think we maxed it out at 8 at one point. So, you know, designed for like 4 to 6 rods, but if you really squeeze them in and line the reels up well, you can squeeze, you know, 6 or 8 full-size rods in there. So if you guys have been waiting on those, or this is something that speaks to you, the OSP Rod Covers, those are back. All right, and then let's wrap it with some rods. 3 new rod models from Jackall / Shimano in the Poison Adrena line. This is a Shimano Jackall collab. Some of our best selling rods in the store. A, because they're built great. They're beautiful rods, they're really light. Great bang for the buck. But what's great about Jackall Poison Adrenas is that they're built for versatility. So they're built to do a lot of different things. So exciting to see the rod line expand. This is the 610 medium. Okay, so this rod, they actually call it versatile, but this is a rod that came out of the X Pride line. 610 medium, one of the best-selling jerkbait topwater rods. They wanted to kind of create that same rod in a Poison Adrena, and they have. It's almost identical in bend and taper to that X Pride, so a great one if you guys are looking for a jerkbait rod in the line. That should be a great one. This one here is the 7.6 extra heavy power versatile. Okay, so this is going to go, I believe it's 3/8 to 2, ½ ounce to 2 ounce lure rating. Even though it's an extra heavy, it's a pretty soft tip. So this is going to be like a smaller glide bait, a wake bait, you know, maybe a crawler, something like that. If you need a rod that can handle that ounce to ounce and a half style, you know, a little bit bigger bait, this could be a great one for you. Excited to get that one in. And then finally, a rod that they desperately needed in the line. This is the 7.2 medium heavy glass. They're calling it fast moving and big bait. It's a true glass composite for throwing a jackhammer, a chatterbait, a square bill, you know, a big wake bait, something like that. Its lure rating is 3/8 to ounce and a half, so it's got a pretty wide rating. So it should be a great addition for you guys if you're a Poison Adrena fan. So those 3 new models available now. All right, guys, that is a wrap for us. Jeff, what say you? Lots of items for you this week.
Of amazing items, honestly. Just some of the best I've ever seen, really.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I've been watching you smuggle some of those drug sticks already into your pockets.
Yep.
Don't forget about the pellet bug over there.
Absolutely not.
I guess you could pick up a Dowz swimmer if you really want that.
That would be ridiculous.
But I'm pretty psyched for the new colors in OSP. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that was cool. So excited to see what you guys do with it. Of course, if you have questions on anything that we covered, please drop it down below and I will get answers for you. We'll leave links to everything if you want to check them out closer. Jeff, happy Sunday, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here. It's always nice to see your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it. You're so excited to leave. Guys, on behalf of myself and Jeff and Griff, everybody here at the Hookup Tackle, guys, thank you for your business. Thank you for your support. Thank you for giving us time on your Sunday morning to just geek out on some cool new tackle. So cheers to you. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Hug your family. Catch some big ones. Enjoy some delicious Orion if you can find it. We'll see you next week. Peace.